Book of Genesis, chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 35 years and begat Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Selah 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Selah lived 30 years and begat Eber. And Selah lived after he begat Eber 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and begat Reu. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years and begat Serug. And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years and begat Nahor. And Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity under Ur of the Chaldeans. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldeans to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Okay, a lot going on in chapter 11, a lot. So first and foremost, as you can notice, that the age of the people, they're slowly but surely going towards that. They're not living as long. So originally they were living hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, almost 1,000 years, in the 900s and the 800s and the 900s. And now they're living in the 400s, and then so on and so forth, all the way down to now 200 years old. And so the reason for that was because, remember, in the previous Bible studies, we talked about how the Lord said there would be a number of 120 years set. So slowly but surely that is the case, happening over time, but it is the case. And we mentioned that in the previous Bible study as well, how interestingly enough, to this day, that number has not, we don't know of anybody who has lived past that particular number. So, where we are here, there's a lot of information that we just went over, but listen to this, and there's reasoning behind this, and it has to do with what we just read in the previous Bible study as well. Okay, so a lot is going on, and again, the area in chapter 11, and Terah lived 70 years and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. We want to take into consideration who Abraham is, and Haran begat Lot. And so here we're starting to see that the new key players, or the key people that we're going to be reading about, particularly in the next chapters, and things that are going to go on. And then what I'm about to say is in regards to the next chapter, when it comes to information. So just to quickly bring in some information from chapter 12, so that you have a little bit of understanding as to what's going on in the situation, what's going on in the world. And so that is where a lot of this information is going to be brought to you for that specific reason as to what is going on. Okay, but before I do so, I'm having some technical difficulty. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?